Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. May peace be upon us all. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, greeting of virtue. Good afternoon, Duta BPJS Kesehatan all over in Indonesia. Welcome everyone to the Initiative National Debate Competition INDC 2024. It's good to see you all here again. So this is the very first session of this very exciting season. I would like to remind you again that you are joining the round 32, session 1, room A. So today we will witness an exciting match between the Mambris from Kedeputian Wilayah 12 versus the spectacular Jambi from Kantor Cabang Jambi, Kedeputian Wilayah 2. Big round of applause. First and foremost, I would like to introduce myself. I am Vika Christina Panjaitan, Vika for short. I will be your moderator for today and lead this session until the end. I am here with Miss Laras as our co-moderator today. Please say hi, Miss Laras. Okay. And I also accompanied by team from Corporate University, Miss Anggi, to help me operate and timer to run this session smoothly. And then I would like to introduce our today's incredible adjudicators. We have 3 adjudicators for today's session. The first adjudicator is Miss Tati Haryati Denawati. How are you, ma'am?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you.
Are you excited for today?
I'm really excited. This is the first debate of INDC 2024. And we have the Mambris and spectacular Jambi. So I'm really excited, Vika.
Yeah. And our second adjudicator, Mr. Suban. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, thank you. Yes.
How do you feel in this
It's
first
very
session?
great. Yes, yes. It's very great today meet with the other participants.
Thank you, sir. And the third adjudicator, Mr. Aditya Darmasurya. How are you, sir?
I'm very happy right now, Vika.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you once again for joining this session in time. Please let us know if there is something to clear out. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, here we have 2 teams that are ready for the match. Allow me to introduce them to all participants. First team is the Mambris as the affirmative house. Hello.
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 Good afternoon.
I want to hear all the supporters from the Mambris. Please unmute your mic and make some noise for supporter.
No supporters yet. On the way home, perhaps?
Yeah. Oh, okay, it's fine. And we have Mr. Faris Isanugraha as the first speaker. Can you test your mic, please?
Hello, check.
Yeah, okay. And then Miss Putri Rezeki as the second speaker.
Hello, check.
Yeah, and Mr. Muhammad Ihsan Safa Fahrezi as the third speaker.
Hello, check.
Yeah, with Mr. Frisky Arlin as their honorable counselor.
He's not here yet, still in the...
Okay. Okay, that's okay. Okay, that's okay. Now we're moving to the opposition house. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, for the supporter, please unmute your mic and make some noise.
Yay!
Go spectacular!
Yay, 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 go, go!
Yeah.
Okay, sounds like thousands of people are there. And then we have Miss Kartika Irmajingga as first speaker. Hello.
Hello.
And Miss Anita Rusli as the second speaker.
Hello.
Ahmad Fauzi as third speaker.
Hello.
Hello. And with Mr. Ari Kautsar Salam as their honorable counselor. Okay. To all the audience, the chat box is all yours. Everyone is open to give your support and cheers to your favorite team. But remember, it's a safe space, so please keep it positive and be kind. And then, before we start, allow me to read some small rules for all participants. Number one, no participants are allowed to open their microphones before their own turn. Second, team member or counselor. Number three, each team member join with their own Zoom account. And number four, the operator may do the necessary thing to make sure this session runs smoothly. Are you ready? Hello?
Ready?
Yes, ready.
Okay, I'm sorry, my connection is a little bit. Let's start the debate. So our motion for today is BPJS Kesehatan needs to increase the premium of Jaminan Kesehatan Nasional to sustain the programs. Premise, the premium of Jaminan Kesehatan Nasional refers to the contribution or fee paid by participants to the Indonesian National Health Insurance Program, BPJS Kesehatan. BPJS Kesehatan faces critical financial challenges that jeopardize its ability to provide sustainable and quality healthcare services to all Indonesia. The affirmative house has to ensure the audience that increasing premiums is necessary for the long-term viability and effectiveness of Jaminan Kesehatan Nasional, JKN. Speakers, use your time well. The first chance of speaking comes to the first speaker of affirmative side. Are you ready?
Yes.
Miss Angie, can you please set the timer?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Your time, first affirmatives, your time begins once you start speaking.
Okay. Good afternoon, honorable adjudicators, or even good evening in Papua time zone, leaders and all of Duta BPJS Kesehatan. The motion for today's debate is BPJS Kesehatan needs to increase the premium of JKN to sustain the program. At this very moment, I want to state it at this very early stage that we, the affirmative house, strongly believe that this proposal needs to be done. The faster, the better. But first, let me define the topic first. Premium itself is defined under Presidential Regulation number 82 of 2018 as a regular financial contribution paid by participants, employers, and either the central government or local government towards the Jaminan Kesehatan program. This regulation specifies that individuals, employers, and governmental bodies are obligated to make this contribution to ensure the sustainability and operational continuity of the national health insurance administered by BPJS Kesehatan. The purpose of this contribution is to provide financial support for the provision of comprehensive healthcare services to all Indonesian citizens, thereby aiming to enhance health outcomes and reduce financial barriers to healthcare access. This systemic funding mechanism plays a crucial role in enabling BPJS Kesehatan to effectively manage and deliver healthcare services, ensuring equitable access to quality healthcare across the diverse population of Indonesia as mandated by national health policy. Furthermore, based on World Health Organization, health financing is a core function of health system that can enable progress towards universal health coverage by improving effective service coverage and financial protection. The goals of health financing are healthcare accessibility, sustainability, cost, and quality of healthcare. Honorable Adjudicators, Director of Finance and Investment of BPJS Kesehatan has already stated in almost every occasion that Mr. Arif said, both internal and external meetings, either with executive or legislative house of Indonesian Republic, that the sustainability of BPJS Kesehatan Social Security Fund is currently facing critical financial challenge that we conclude due to two major reasons, besides dozens of others. That first, the rise of healthcare costs that escalating rapidly over the years. Second, the current premium rates remain unchanged for the past 4 years. In addition to those facts, the data from the Deputy Director of Actuarial and Health Service Assurance will be presented as well by second speaker and be emphasized by third speaker. Honorable Adjudicators, ultimately, the given critical reason and more undeniable facts to come is the reason here. Once again, we, the affirmative house, want to state it that BPJS Kesehatan needs to increase the premium of JKN to sustain this noble program. Thank you.
Okay, you still have 5 seconds.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the first speaker of affirmative house. And the next is first speaker of negative house. Your time begins once you start speaking.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for the opportunity. Good afternoon, the honorable adjudicators, the moderator, ladies and gentlemen. For today's motion, this house believes that BPJS Kesehatan need to increase the premium of JKN to sustain the program. But from what first speakers said, the sustainable is facing crisis, but the raise is not the answer. I will explain to you the reason why we as the negative team believe that we should not increase the premium. According to Act number 17 years 2023, everyone has the right to safe health services, quality and affordable, so that can achieve the highest level of health. The increase is a burden to BPJS participants. What's more, PBPU count for 26% of the JKN coverage. The increase is very significant. Before increasing this fee, the government should consider two things. First, the ability to pay, and the second part is to improve the entire JKN system so that efficiency occurs. According to OECD, in 2022, Indonesia is classified as an upper middle income country with a per capita income of $4,580. The number of people who live below the poverty line in March 2024 is 25.22 million people, or 9.03%. Based on data from the Ministry of Health, Indonesia stunting rate in 2023 was at 21.5%. Apart from that, the unemployment rate in Indonesia in February 2024 reaches 7.2 million people. From here, we can see it's very difficult for people to afford basic needs such as food, and also they don't have permanent job to fulfill daily living needs, especially with the risk. It will make people's lives even more burdensome. By increasing the contribution, there will be potential to increase the number of BPJS outstanding payments. People who were previously able to pay the contribution will become unable and will refuse to pay. One of the main factors for people in outstanding payment is economics. So how can we increase the contribution if economic capacity is still at the lowest level? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. You still have 20 speaker of affirmative team. Your
That's
time
enough. Thank you.
begins. Okay. For the second speaker of affirmative team, your time begins once you start speaking.
Good afternoon, everyone. Honorable educators, BPJS Kesehatan needs to increase the premium of JKN to sustain the program. We, the Affirmative House, firmly believe that BPJS Kesehatan needs to increase the premium of JKN to sustain the program due to several reasons. As the first speaker of affirmative team said before, there are two major reasons why premium contribution need to be increased. First, healthcare costs grows rapidly due to advancement in healthcare service and the growing numbers of JKN participants itself. Based on BPJS Kesehatan data in December 2022, the healthcare cost is about 113.5 trillion rupiah, and in December 2023, it increased to 158.9 trillion rupiah. And then it's in line with the increase of JKN participant, which is in 2022, total of BPJS Kesehatan participant, 213 millions, and become 280 millions in 2023. The growth of JKN participant will affect the utilization of health service. Based on data that presented by Deputy Director of Benefit Assurance Policy from 2022 to 2023, the utilization of health service in primary care increased from 146.1 million to 239.6 million in 2023. Therefore, based on that utilization and the healthcare cost that increase every year, comparing with the premium that is collected by BPJS Kesehatan based on actuarial data, cost per member per month already surpassed the premium per member per month it means premium that BPJS Kesehatan receive is not enough to cover healthcare costs. Secondly, current premium rates have remained unchanged for the past 4 years. Based on Presidential Regulation number 82 of 2018, Articles 38 state that the amount of JKN premiums is reviewed at least once every 2 years. The last premium adjustment was made in 2020. Thus, if we stay with the existing premium, it will impact the sustainability of BPJS Kesehatan Social Security funds. According to actuarial data, since September 2023, healthcare costs have been continuously increasing, while the received premiums remain relatively stable. This relates to the first reason before. It is predictable that in 2025, there will be a deficit, and by 2026, it is likely to collapse. So, according to the points above, we strongly believe that BPJS Kesehatan needs to increase the premium of Jaminan Kesehatan Nasional to sustain the program. Thank you.
Thank you. Your time is 3 minutes sharp. And the next is the second speaker of negative team. Your time begins once you start speaking.
Thank you for the opportunity, the honorable adjudicators, ladies and gentlemen. As the second speaker stated, the increase isn't effective as management isn't effective. We want to elaborate why the management isn't effective. By increasing BPJS Kesehatan contribution, the public will certainly expect more from the service they receive. BPJS Kesehatan service patterns are currently considered difficult for the community. For example, people have to go to the health service several times to receive similar medical treatment or readmission. This is one of the reasons for the increase in BPJS Kesehatan field. As second speaker said, in 2016, a study by Universitas Indonesia uncovered potential fraud in the JKN hospital claim costing as much as 7 trillion. Among the irregular claims were an abnormally high number of babies delivered via C-section. About 54% of 1.5 million babies delivered from January 2014 to July 2015. The unusually high prevalence of this procedure, which normally should be fewer than 10% of total childbirths, increased substantially the sums that had to be paid up by BPJS Kesehatan. Currently, the hospitals are always full with BPJS Kesehatan patients, and there are even long queue problems. This was different before the JKN era. Does this mean that the number of sick people has increased in the JKN era, or that patients are simply using JKN to access unnecessary treatment? This shows that BPJS Kesehatan claim management oversight still need improvement. Cost control at BPJS Kesehatan is still not implemented properly, causing deficit problem. Moreover, first-level health facilities is not performing its gatekeeper duties optimally. There are still many cases that should have been completed at the first-level health facilities but were referred to the hospital. Preventive efforts have not been optimal, resulting in high costs for curative treatment. This leads to overburden and is not cost-effective for health system financing. According to Ombudsman records, in 2021 to 2022, there were 700 complaints regarding JKN services. Part of the report is about denial of health service quotas for BPJS Kesehatan participants. This is the reason why people are refusing to pay the premium BPJS are financing difficulties, because the service they are getting is not satisfactory. So, as the negative team, we believe that we should not raise the premium when the internal problem in BPJS Kesehatan, which are the source of the deficit, have not yet been resolved. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. And the next is the third speaker from the affirmatives team. Your times start once you start speaking.
Good afternoon to Honorable Adjudicator and the negative house. The first thing I want to mention is the point of the first speaker about the ATP or ability to pay. If we talk about the ability to pay, based on research conducted by KPMAK UGM, the ability to pay study was only targeted to at PBPU Mandiri or the informal membership. But we have the other segment like PPU or the formal membership. Okay, that's the first point. And the second point, if we talk about the economy, however, general from year to year, Indonesia economy has been growing. In 2021, Indonesia GDP was $4,300, and 2024 it is projected to be $5,200. The GDP had a significant increase from 2021 to 2024. And the increase is about 17%. It's a significant increase. If we talk about the economy, the third point I want to mention about the second speaker from the house, from the negative house, let's say about service. I want to explain how we can increase our services if we not have enough funding. That's the point, which the premium played a major contribution about our funding. And it's already mentioned by our second speaker that based on BPJS Kesehatan data in December 2022, healthcare costs is about 113.5 trillion rupiah. And in December 2023, it increased to 158 trillion. The cost increased about 40% from 2022 to 2023 in just 1 year. How can we improve our services if we not have enough funding? That's the point. So I want to emphasize about my first and my second speaker mentioned before that if we stick with the assistance premium, it will impact the sustainability of BPJS Kesehatan Social Security Fund or DJS. Based on actual calculation, it is predicted by 2026, if we stick to the existing premium, we're collapsed. That's the point. So according to the point above, we strongly believe that the BPJS Kesehatan need to increase the premium of Jaminan Kesehatan Nasional to sustain the program enough. Thank you.
Thank you. Your time is 3 minutes sharp. And the next is the third speaker of negative team. Your time begins once you start speaking.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The honorable adjudicators and opponents team, please allow us to remind the affirmative team that increasing the JKN premium is not a strategic decision in the face of the possibility of financial deficit. Our economics is already increased in a good level based on the third speaker's speech. Of course, so that make our government be the most responsible party to continuity of funding. Honorable adjudicator, increasing of premium JKN has happened several times since 2019, and we have seen it has not had much good impact to financial sustainability in the long term. As reported by the GSN evaluation in May 2024, there is still more 55 million non-active participants due to empire premiums. And it is likely that this amount will be increased along with the increasing of premium. Increasing the premium of JKN will be make BPJS Kesehatan dependent on increasing it. That continuously has no end. And it's only makes society continue to be burdened. Indonesian workforce is dominated by the informal sector, and these conditions create additional challenge. In addition, collecting premium from informal workers, such as farmer or fishermen, can be difficult because their income is uncertain. Honorable adjudicator, we strongly believe that increasingly the premium of JKN will not guarantee that deficit problem will be resolved. So we need to look at the better solution. The first thing the government can do is improve the governance and reduce the number of fraud of JKN program. Effort to improve the BPJS Kesehatan system must be made so that cost efficiency can occur. Second solution is by increasing the APBN budget for health sector, which is currently still at 5.6% this year. This means that it is really relatively low compared to budget to other ministries. We should imitate developed countries such as Japan, such as Singapore, that they have invested more budget in the health sector so the society can be more productive in the long term. The third solution is by increasing the tax on unhealthy product and on luxury goods such as cigarette, fast food, sugary drinks, luxury cars, and many other. Our government should allocating some percentage contributions to JKN program. By increasing tax on unhealthy product, it's hoped that will be change people's habit to living more healthy. Not only prevent the increasing number of people suffering from habitual illness, but it's also a financial problem that experienced by BPJS Kesehatan. I think that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. You use your time well, sir. Now we're entering the conclusion part. The first team that delivered the conclusion or replies goes to the negative house and replied by the affirmative house. The negative house, you shall be ready. Your time begins once you start speaking.
Our respected adjudicators and the Mambris team, to raise or not to raise the premium, that is the question of our debate for this afternoon. Based on the presidential decree, like the affirmative team said, BPJS Kesehatan contributions are reviewed at least every 2 years. Once again, I said, reviewed, not increased. Increasing fees is only a temporary solution to the financial problem experienced by BPJS Kesehatan. Facts have proved this because we have raised it 2 times. Even if it is increased as suggested by the affirmative team, how long will this increase last? While the current increase has already reached 300%, does this mean that BPJS Kesehatan contribution will be the same as private insurance contribution? If the contributions are balanced, many people will prefer to use private insurance. The government should look for other approaches and solutions to overcome the financial problem experienced by BPJS Kesehatan and not choose the easiest way and sacrifice the people. Steps taken to reduce the burden of disease and to improve childhood health and life expectancy will in themselves generate a better economy. The Lancet Commission on Investing in Health estimated that up to 24% of economic growth in low and middle income countries is due to better health outcomes. So the government should budget more than the APBN for health. Finally, honorable judges, educators, and the affirmative team, let's position ourselves not only as Duta BPJS Kesehatan, but also as the people who will be affected by the risk, those closest to us, family, neighbors. They are the people who will be affected by this. Can they afford it? For that, we the negative team strongly oppose that we should not increase the premium of JKN to sustain this program. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the negative house. Then the affirmative house, your time begins once you start.
Well, finally, ladies and gentlemen, to put it in a nutshell, I want to deliver some lines here. But first, I have some notes here from the negative team. The first, when they say about the ability to pay, that already reviewed from the third speaker of our team before, that the research of the Gajah Mada University in collaboration with BPJS Kesehatan has already stated that the focus of the journal itself is only on informal sectors that already have some concern there. It's about critics of premium adjustment often cite concerns about affordability and equity. It is crucial, however, to recognize that targeted subsidized and exemptions can mitigate this concern. It's already been stated in the journal itself that we have this kind of subsidy program. You can state it, you can name it, PBIJK and so on. And the second one, when they say about the cost control, we already did it. Anti-fraud and healthcare provider compliance, done. We did it. Audit and post-claim verify, we did all of this possible that you name it before. And the third one, government should get more burden because the GDP growth, come on, man. Subsidy is massively run by government. For instance, PBI that I already stated before, in Papua itself, it's cover 80% of the total population. So government should burden more. And respective adjudicators, in this occasion, I want to remind every individual here, especially the negative house. Come on, let's be honest to ourselves. The premium contribution is never a burden due to its noble objective that we all already know and believe. This is the main reason why we still be proud of being Duta BPJS Kesehatan. Not only me, but also all of you. Thus, I want to restate it again that due to the undeniable facts we provide this whole session, everyone should agree that JKN's premium contribution need to be increased. And I believe that we are the affirmative house more than deserve to win this debate session. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Your time is up, sir. Thank you for affirmative house and negative house. The debate session is over. Thank you for both teams. It was very intense. Everyone did well to deliver your opinion and data, and each of you used the time very well. Give round of applause first. Okay, now it's time to let our adjudicators have a breakout room session to discuss this debate session, and we will come back in a few minutes. To the speakers, you may get a toilet break, but remember to stand still until the session is officially done. Okay, welcome back our adjudicators. It's been a tough decision for our adjudicators, but this is competition and we need to decide which team deserves to go to the next round. We would like to invite Mr. Aditya Darmasurya first to deliver the comment. Time and media is yours, sir.
Okay, first of all, I would like to congratulate everyone here for both teams. You all have done a very great job in this debate. It was the first round for INDC 2024, and both of you have done your homework well. You both have done researches, you have provided data that might be able to contribute to the to your arguments. Now, as for the affirmative and the negative, the House has contributed to the debate here. It seems that both teams, for us, both of you are equal, but of course there's some opinions that needs to be elaborated on both sides. For affirmative, for further suggesting for the debate, maybe you might be more comprehensive in creating the case or creating the background. So the background for the first speaker is not only about the definition. The definition of the motion is not only about how the regulation says the motion is about, but moreover in where are you going to bring the case to. So it's not about based on undang-undang, the definition of contribution is this, but more on in the context of the debate, what we meant by the contribution here is, for example, for PPPU or for other types of segments of membership and etc., according to the context of your debate. And you have the right to bring the definition to your context because you're the affirmative House. You have the right to define the motion according to the case, as long as it is in line with the context in the real life, in the society. Now, the negative side of the House also has to rebut every case that the affirmative side of the House has brought to you. But both of you have done a great job. The affirmative side of the House has given us a case. They also try to maintain the case, and the negative side of the House also has tried to rebut the arguments, and they also tried to bring another alternative solution for the case. For me, both of the teams have done a great job. I personally hope that both of you can come to the finals, but unfortunately, since this is an preliminary, only one team must go to the next round, I would like to proceed to the next adjudicator. Mr. Subekhan perhaps would like to give another adjudication review. Should I announce the best speaker for me?
Later,
okay, later.
Sir. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Next, please, Mr. Subekhan, the media is yours.
Okay, thank you. It's both of them were very good, yeah. And then I'm very confused to just which the one is the best, yeah. And then but I look at the ability to counter about the theme, so I choose the affirmative House. But the negatives, it's very, very good. So I will to thanks for your participation today. It's from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. And the last adjudicator is Miss Tati Haryati Denawati. And also to announce our winner for today's session, the media is yours, ma'am.
Thank you, Hika. Hello, debaters. This afternoon it has been a really good debate since both of you has done great job in researching and finding out the pro and the cons. Also, you have given us arguments with supported by data. So it was really good. And as Mas Adit already said, I hope you actually qualified to go to the grand final with this quality of this of the debate. And the three of us has dissenting opinion, which team is better than the others, because both of you are really good. But you know, this is a competition, so it has to be decided who the winner is. Even though some, all of us, all the ages are, well, we are kind of disappointed that both of you cannot go to the next round. But I would like you to also bear in mind that closing statement is your last chance in convincing the judges. So you have to be you have to use it really well to find out what's your best strength is and what your opponent's weaknesses are, and remind the judges how the opponents, which part the opponents are weak and which part your team has, deserved to win this debate. But okay, so the best speaker, we don't even, all the three judges don't even agree who the best speaker is. So we'll announce the three best speakers based on the judges' preference. The first best speaker is the second speaker of the affirmative house, the Mambris. And yeah, so it was really good. You have delivered you elaborated your argument really well. And the second best speaker from the judges' choices, the first speaker of affirmative side of the house. Well, the Mambris again. And the last best speaker, this is my personal choice because I think you have done a really, really good job, is the third speaker of the negative side of the house, the Jambi. You have done a really good job. This is what the third speaker is supposed to do, rebutting and giving counter arguments with also data, and you to listen really well about your opponent's arguments and find out their weaknesses. You have done a really tremendous, really well done job, the third speaker. So the dissenting opinion of two judges versus one judges, I'd like to announce the winner of this debate is the affirmative house, the Mambris. So congratulations again. It was really close, very close margin. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Tati, Haryati, Denawati. Congratulations to the winning team, the Mambris as the affirmative house, and also for our three best speaker of this session. Okay, more details will be announced soon on Telegram group. Highly appreciated for the other team that shows us incredible performance. You may not win today, but you have won this competition in our hearts. Thank you for the spectacular Jambi. And thank you everyone for joining our today's match. Thank you for our adjudicators, our team's counselor, and all the supporters here. See you in the next session. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Mbak
Thank
Vika.
you.
Thank you, the honorable
Thank you,
adjudicators.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you,
All
the
Pak
Mambris,
Adit, we will
Mr.
take down.
Fahri. Thank you.